Summer, ma'am? Ruby is looking for... Ma'am? Should I call...
No, don't. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. You ever dealt with stuff like this?
From time to time, yes.
Goodness, I often think about how Yang dealt with her stress after that event. Sorry, you must have expected something else, given that Ruby seemed to tell you a lot about me.
Ruby has indeed told me plenty about you. As a huntress and a mother, you are a very exemplar hero, Summer, ma'am.
Penny, please, just call me Summer.
Miss Summer, then?
You sure are insistent in your own way, aren't you? Is this how you charmed my daughter?
Miss Summer! Coercion is not something I permit, nor would ever utilize towards anyone!
I see it now. Getting back from that dark witch's gooey stuff really messes up one's mind. The nightmares never got easy to deal with. The sensations, the feeling of drowning, how it wraps in my head and encapsulates me. When it flashes back to me, I sometimes get scared out of my wits from the dark, like you've seen me just now. Pretty poor image for a huntress from a famed team, huh?
I believe vulnerability is something we should not be afraid of, Miss Summer.
How did you overcome it? Having your agency stolen?
I don't think I have, yet. The previous Winter Maiden entrusted these powers to me. I wanted to live up to her expectations of doing the right thing. Protecting the power, the vault, the people, all of Atlas. General Ironwood had me created for the purpose of protecting the people, but then I became something even more. And I thought I wasn't doing enough, and that I should give my best for everyone, at the cost of...
yourself.
For a brief time, I accepted fate, that I was not meant to see more of the world as I wished to. I was sad, but then one day I awakened, and the first thing I saw was Ruby's eyes. I never expected it, and for a while, I didn't really know what to do with my new life. I hadn't really changed. It was like life just paused for me. I'm still the Winter Maiden, and there are still things I have to do. But here I am. I have all that I could ever want, all because my friends wanted me back. And I think I could only repay that by keeping on living, moving past myself, owning my mistakes and growing through them.
Me too. My entire life as a huntress, as a protector of the people, this wonderful privilege, I had my dreams come true. But we seem to be conditioned to give so much as to balance the scale. But then, the truth is, we're afraid to balance the scale. Because what if we wanted more than that? To be honest, I just wanted to be a mother to my children. But then I was a huntress too, and so many other people out there weren't as lucky as us. I thought the only way I could deserve this beautiful life was by ridding the world of its ills. Then everyone could have an equal chance too. I believed I owed them that much. But then those things happened to me. In the end, with all these years that had gone by, there are times I feel as though it is too late to be the mother I wanted to be.
I disagree, Miss Summer. You were always Ruby and Yang's inspiration. The reason they became huntresses was because of all that you have shown them. I have seen, even in my considerably shorter life than theirs, how they always carried the light you gave them, one that Ruby has shared with me. She cherished every memory you had, and that was what she held on to, against everything, against Salem. You might not have been physically there, but the lessons you gave and the love you shown, they've always protected Ruby. You were a mother to her, even from afar. I believe it would never be too late for you, Miss Summer.
I really like you, Penny. Did you notice?
Which?
The way they looked at each other. They really love and trust one another, don't you think? Quite the ideal.
I'm worried for them.
Honestly, I think they're already doing much better than we did when we began.
Well, with Yang, she's lucky because Blake came back for her. But Ruby... Penny, I can see how easily the girl gets through her. Ruby very much loves her. Who can blame him? Love is so fulfilling. But at the same time,
It's also possible to hurt others in the same way.
I just don't want our little angel to have her heart broken. Sorry, Sum. Didn't mean to sound judgmental. You know how I am when I worry. But what do you think? Am I just overthinking this?
I would probably be more bothered if you worried less. You were telling me just earlier to relax. Look how worked up you are now.
Well, you know, she's still my little girl. Yang has got a lot of Raven in her to scare anyone who's going to break her heart.
And yet...
You're right.
Well, you know, Ty. Penny and Ruby, I think they share a lot in common. I believe that's what brought them together in the first place. And they could provide the support that one another needs. I'm sure of that. Acceptance, freedom, and understanding. And the ability to be carefree.
I miss those days for us. But I see it in them. I guess that should be enough to ease my worries a little.
They're young. They're going to make mistakes along the way. That's why we're here. To guide and help them. That's what we've always done. Even as Team Stark. With all that's here with us now, I want to have faith that things will work out better than before.
It's funny.
Why?
I always thought that a painful past is never something to look back at, but now the past guides the present through the miracles of a second chance. I'm just glad we're all here to live in it then.